Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to this session, Monday morning, a new week and a new Pilates session. So if you are new on this platform, so please subscribe to our channel. It helps us provide these sessions free and daily. So you have daily sessions in Romanian and English, and you can go back and choose the one that are fit for you. So today's session is dedicated to stretching the Achilles tendon and strengthening the calves because most of you are hikers, runners, walkers, and we use a lot the feet. We use the legs a lot, and sometimes we have maybe numbness, swelling, tingling, weakness in the legs. So what we need to do is um, stretch the legs and then make sure the leg and the calves are strengthened so they can do the exercises. Um, why I chose this session today is because many people struggle through with stretching, and if you don't do the consistent stretching, um, the range of motion and imbalances in the legs can appear. Of course, if you have a condition and everything seems to be inflamed or painful, it's it's good to check with a physician. Anyway, it's a good idea to check with a physician or with a physical therapist before you start any exercise regimen, and especially if you know that you have any conditions. But for today, we're going to use a chair, a stepper, bend, and a small pebble or a stone or something that you can pick up with your toes. So it's a very funny exercise, and we'll do it together. So let's start, and we'll I'll do the explanation as we go. So we'll also use the wall. So welcome everyone who is here live with us. Raluca, Diana, Laura, welcome you guys. So happy that you can join us for the live session. So a sturdy chair, a band, a pebble, and the wall. So we'll start on the chair this time. So you can put the chair in the middle of the mat and make sure it's a sturdy chair. So let's just disconnect from the world outside and close your eyes. Sit on the chair, so sit comfortable, and slowly bring the air in. Just follow the breath and center, and just disconnect from everything that is around you, and just focus on the breath and the movement that we do today with awareness, especially if you are one of the runners, hiker, bikers that you always need to stretch the legs and feel the effect of walking or running on your feet, on your ankles, on Achilles tendons, and on the calves. So the calf is the part behind the leg between the knee and the ankle. So that's the calf here. And this the front one is called the shin. You know, the knee, these are the quads here on top, and at the bottom are the hamstrings. Without going into technical names. So the first one, it's stretching the leg, and we need a band or a cord. It doesn't have to be elastic, but it has to be long enough so you can stretch the leg. So sitting, extend the leg as much as you can. Yep. So and then slowly take the cord and wrap it forward. And as you extend the leg, so the the calf need to be really extended so you can stretch the Achilles tendon. Otherwise, the stretching is not going to be efficient. And using the resistance, so first is the stretching. You can pull the toes towards you, stretching the backside of the leg. And you can hold to this for 30 seconds. And then using resistance, the resistance of you can press forward and bring it towards you. So we'll do this 10 here. 1, 2. So the heel is in place. You just press the toes forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Literally stretches all the way from the heel to the backside of the knee, stretching the tendon, especially the Achilles tendon. So the other leg. So first you stretch and you bring the leg towards you, the toes toward the nose. You push the heel down, you push the backside of the leg into really straight, and you pull the toes towards the nose, and we hold here. Usually we hold for 30 seconds, and then slowly you start pushing the toes forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you have problems, you have to do this exercise at least 3 times. Yep. So you go through 3 times, but for the sake of the time, we'll only go through this one time. So stay with your feet close together, and then you lift the heels up, and you stay on the toes, and then you roll down on the heels, but you make it as you feel the resistance. So you create the resistance as you go. Yep. And let's do here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can alternate as well. You can do one up, one down. And again, you create the resistance. You just go smoothly. You pretend there is resistance there. So you go and you roll with the whole feet down on the mat. And then take the heels a little bit farther away from you and lift the toes up and lower down so you stay on the heels. And in this way, you stretch all the way from the heel to the bottom of the knee, the whole Achilles tendon and the calf. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the um, the exercise that follows is the other way. So you have the toes up in the air, and if you drive, you would just press on the brake or the accelerator. So you push the foot down and you alternate. You can do one foot and the other foot, or you can do both feet together. So let's do one at a time. One, but as hard as you can. Two, two, three, three, four, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So we have done this exercise before, but we are going to do the stretching, the figure 4 stretches for first. This will stretch the back side of the leg, but if you have any imbalances and if you have like tight hamstrings, that would release the tightness in the hamstring, which helps with the alignment and will also help correct the imbalances in the body. And here you can assist the stretching of the ankle, and you can do it with by hand. We adding this assisting stretching, it will just add into flexibility and mobility. So we do 10 and 10 on each in each direction, like circles with a hand. And then take the toes and press them inside towards you. And then with this hand, so press the toes. So lengthen the foot and press the toes towards you. So you can also take the toes down and up. Spend some time, so don't rush through this. This is just for you to know what to do, but when you do it, if you need it, especially again, if you run, if you recover from any problems in this area, so you take your time. So we do the same on the opposite leg. Always work both legs, even if one area is affected, because we want to create symmetry in the body and eliminate any imbalances. So first, assist the ankle with the arm, doing the circular movement in one direction and then in the other direction. And then gently take the opposite arm over the toes and push the toes towards your midline. And then slowly take the toes and press them outside. So you feel it. You feel this. Very good. So now we can extend the exercise here. So you have the leg. Let me do the one that is closer to the camera. So wrap the toes, and this time without stretching the knee, so the knee is slightly bent, you can press down like you press on your brakes. So you can create a resistance holding on to the band or to the cord, whatever you have, and then you push down as you would press on the gas, okay? And feel that, you should feel that. And of course you do the other leg. Even if only one leg has a problem, we always do um, both sides. Okay, very good. Now, if you have pebble, a stone, a small rock, or lead, or even a sock, if you have dogs, I mean, you must have a sock. So you drop it down. So what you do with this, you curl your toes and you pick it up. So you curl your toes and you pick it up. Also, these are exercises good only for the, not only for the Achilles tendons and stretching of the calves and toes, but also for the health of the foot and for arthritis. If you have arthritis, these are like excellent exercises. So I hope you see it on the camera. So I just drop the sock and then I just curl my toes and pick it up. You can extend this, so you curl your toes and then you lift up, so you work the whole leg. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do the same with the pebble. If you have cats and dogs, you'll probably fight with them because they want to take your sock. So do the same on the other side. Drop it and then get it back again. So it's the idea is that you use the curling of the toes and you feel that because when we step, we should be able to step, and even if you run, you should be able to use all the toes, not just the big toe. So all the toes work for your stability, and they're connected to different parts of the muscles in the backside of the calves and are connected to the Achilles tendon. Okay, so this is here. Now we stand up, and as we take the chair, you can come on the back side of the chair. Make sure you have a very sturdy chair. And now you place the feet inner hip distance apart. You hold on and you lift the calves up and lower it down. And you do this. I don't have a chair tall enough. I'm tall. So, but make sure that you keep the alignment. So you're not hunching over the chair. Yep. So you keep the alignment. And then you stand up on the balls of the feet and you roll down to the heel and you can lift the toes up here. So again, you should use all the toes up to the heel and you should feel the stretching in the calf and especially in the Achilles tendon. You can also pull the core all the way towards you. Yeah. This is good every time after you run, before you run, because you need to stretch before and after, before you hike, after you hike, before you bike, after you bike. And every time that you feel you have any imbalances, then you can just roll on one side and alternate. So do this alternating from one side to the other side. And the next one is the heel should stay down to be able to stretch the back side of the leg and the Achilles tendon and the calf. The heel should stay down. If you lift the heel up, you stretch other muscles. So the heel should stay down, and then you press down as far, but you support with the arms, so your arms are holding the weight, not the knee in front, because otherwise you create problems on the knee. So you stretch the leg. I feel it really deep. So you go without pushing and without bouncing. Once you set up into the desired stretch, you stay there and you breathe into that. And you do this with awareness, without watching TV or any distraction. So with awareness, like really breathing into that stretch, allowing that muscle to lengthen, and then you switch. Again, the weight of the body is not on this knee, it's on your palm, on your support. Yep, on the shoulder, because otherwise you create unnecessary stresses on this knee. And the heel, the back heel should be all the way down, almost like the toes are up. So to be able to stretch the Achilles tendon and to stretch the calf and to feel it all the way to the knee. So and you should just go forward until you find the perfect stretch. And every time you go deeper. So usually this will be 30 seconds, like 3 sets of 30 seconds. Another stretch that I like, it's you go all the way um, with the arms, so lengthen the arms. Again, make sure the chair is sturdy and don't fall in the chair. So, and now you stretch the back side of the legs, but you stretch the hamstring as well as the calves. You can press forward a little bit. To be effective, the heel should be down. You can do the same thing with the wall. That's why I said for some of you, maybe it's easier to have the wall. Again, the the leg that we are stretching, the heel should be down. And then you just press forward into your palms until you feel like you can stretch the leg. Yep. And the other side. Now for the heel, another stretch is like you find a surface and then you pull the toe up and the heel down, and then you go forward a little bit and you feel the stretch here. You can do with a chair, you can do with a staircase, you can do with a wall. I stay with a chair because it's easier to show towards the camera. Yep. So, and then the other leg. So again, the higher you put the toes up, the better you stretch. You feel the stretch in the calves. Okay, so this is, we can ditch the chair for now. And once you have a stepper or a staircase, you can bring it forward. So you can step on the stair or the staircase, okay? Oops, I am on the golf course, okay? So you can step on it and then look at my heel. So I'm lowering the heel down. So I'm alternating the heel down, but I stay on the balls of the feet and I have all toes spread down. So all toes are working and I lower it down. So you can do this at the staircase. Everybody has stairs in the building. Or create your own stepper at home, but make sure it's sturdy so you can roll and you can feel all the toes spread and holding on to the balance. You can hold on to something, you can hold on to the stair rails. So there you go. These are some of the exercises that I really do for the for the Achilles tendon and the stretching. We can also open the feet as wide and slowly pull the navel in and just lower it down and stretch. Now you feel the back side of the legs, the heels are down. So as you bring both arms with palms on one ankle, you have the stability of one leg, but you stretch all the way down. And now to make it more intense, place the palms in the middle and walk your palms forward without lifting your heels down. So keep the heels down and you can rock the body forward and backward and then you feel it stretch. And we can move on the other ankle. So these are really, really important stretches, especially in the winter because the weather is getting cold and the muscle needs to be warm up, especially if you hike, if you bike, or if you run. So don't start without stretching your muscles, without warming your muscles. It's really it's just to prevent injuries. Let's pull the navel in, keep the heels down, both legs are parallel. Pull the navel down and slowly roll forward. It's another stretch for the whole uh, back side of the legs. And as you may not even go to the ankles, so wherever you go, feel now go on the balls of the feet and then on the heels. Also make sure you don't fall here. So really make sure you are okay. You can place the palms down and as you place the palm down, okay, let's do, because I think we have time to do a few more exercises here. So we stay on all four, and then once you extend one leg, yep. So keep the toes down, the balls of the foot down, and then pull through the heel, yeah, and stretch. Now, once you find the position, stop bouncing, and then just breathe in that stretch and feel that stretch in the back leg. You can push forward and then backwards, and you go as far down as you can. And of course, as I said, you do both legs and slowly feel the stretch. Once you do it a couple of times, it's really easier to get into the habit. But again, as the weather gets colder, it's way better, and it's recommended that you warm up, you warm especially the legs and the spine once you go out. For those of you who know what the foam roller is, I'm just going to take the last few seconds, few minutes to show you the foam roller. And this is something very soft. It has different degrees of hardness or softness, however you want to call it. And then it's very useful to have both feet on the foam roller and just roll all the way between the ankle and the knees. You never roll under the knees or under the um, ankles, but this is a very good. It's very good for the whole body, especially for runners. And for those of you who are seriously walking or running like miles, now you can put it under your hamstrings and you roll on each side. You can also put it under the glutes. So never under the soft spots, never on the lower back, never under the knee. Yep. And well, I think that's about it. Then you can rotate. You can rotate. If you go to a gym, usually the gyms have that, so um, you can just try one and see if you like it. And then I think they're quite inexpensive. And this is also used to create pressure and release the knots. So if you have tightness and knots in the muscles, it through the pressure, it releases the knots. So you can do the side of the leg, and you can also do come face down, and this is really very good. I like this. I mean, I can stay here breathing and just bouncing from one side to the other. So it's a whole session that people do relaxing on the foam roller. Also, it stretches the back side of the head here, so you can just go from one side to the other. It's very soothing actually. Or you can lift up and from never on the lower back. Yeah, it's from the thoracic spine to the upper spine. You can stretch here. So, so I just introduced the foam roller because some of you may have it in your local gym, or if the gyms are open, you can try it. Or if you need it, it's a good tool to have at home. But I hope that all these exercises will inspire you to stretch before you do heavy activity outdoors in the cold weather. And even if it's not cold weather, I mean, you still need to stretch and warm up and cool down. So these are like um, the best way to prevent injury. So I really hope you got something out of this session today. So thank you for joining me on the live session. Thank you to all our new members. We have every day new members, and until you get used to the channel, so please subscribe. This is the most important. Subscribe because it helps me, it helps us to keep these sessions free and to keep the presence on Facebook. If you like the session, so please give us like. If you know people that need it, so please share and invite them to see these sessions. They are free. It's a free resource, so why not use it? And anytime you can practice with us, so great that you come on the live session. If you cannot, that's okay. Please give me your feedback, your suggestions, everything that you would like to be included. Maybe you have questions, so ask those questions. Maybe I can answer them. I don't know, but we shall see. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Raluca, Laura, Diana, everyone who is here with us live today, and everyone else who will see the sessions later. Emilia just got another message popping up. So happy to see your comments. So once again, until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful time. And if you are new, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.